We've had a lot of success here this year, and you know, I don't know what our record was at home here over the last this last month. We had a lot of games, a month and a half. We had a lot of games at home, but doesn't matter if it's home or away. As we get into the stretch run here, it's about playing the right way, and you know, there's a lot of good things tonight that we didn't end up on the right side of the score sheet, though.
When you have a stretch of 2 weeks, 6 games, go to Texas and all that, how are you looking upon this stretch that's coming?
You look at it; it's all divisional opponents, and you look what we have 4 or 5 games at home left the rest of the season. If we want to have home ice in playoffs, we're going to have to earn it on the road. And we've been a good team at home all season, but this is where we're going to kind of see our true colors come the end of the season, where we want to sit come playoff time.
The team's going to be changing a lot too. You know, Zadina's back.
Yeah,
and, you know, once you get the guys back from Detroit,
yeah.
You know, how do you guys plan and look for that?
Whoever's in the lineup, you know, come playoff time, you need everybody, whether it's your first line guys, your fourth line guys, or the guys sitting out that keep themselves ready every day. And that's, you know, if we want to be that team we think we could be, it's going to take the group, not individuals.
Is it even more frustrating a loss like this when you double them up in shots and you still can't get enough through?
It's frustrating, but if you really look at it, it's another tale of special teams. I think they only had 2 chances and were opportunistic, and we weren't able to do the same on our 4 or 5 chances that we had. So that's one of the things that really I thought, you know, was something that was in our control, that we weren't able to be the difference makers. Even I think it was 2-1 there in the third, and we had that 4th or 5th chance, and we weren't able to find the back of the net. It's nice to create scoring chances, but at the end of the day, it's about results, and that's one of the areas that we got to shore up come the end of the season too.
I don't know. I mean, just coming back and just play as I played before I left. And I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be the same game before I left. The same speed, and I guess, and it's going to be probably a little bit better because as I played, up in Detroit, and now it's going to be, I guess, and I hope, easier.
Yeah, you were talking about that last night. I mean, did it go beyond your expectations, or talk a little bit about just the time up there?
The time up there was pretty good. You know, I was so glad that I get the chance to play there, and especially, you know, I was getting lots of ice times, so that was great. You know, I was so glad for it, and obviously it was pretty tough because it was 8 of the 9 games, but yeah, it was a huge experience for me, and you know, it was a pleasure for me to be there.
Do you feel like you're ready to play in the Cup?
I mean, I was getting better with some game, so I can tell you if I'm ready. But I felt pretty comfortable, and I felt pretty good. So I mean, I'm assuming that probably I am.
Do you remember, you know, when last we left off here, you were on a nice roll. Do you remember that? And do you feel that'll help you to readjust back into this?
Yeah, 100%. We'll just keep going as I played before I left. You know, probably to extend the point streak or something, and then have the team to win. So that would be perfect.
Scoring your first goal, obviously, a special moment you'll never forget, but do you feel like it was even more special because the other Filip assisted on it?
Yeah, 100%. It was pretty funny. He gave me a good pass, and I shot it, and I was in the net. So it was a great moment, and you know, it's obviously great for us that we had the points, and we almost won the game. So it was pretty close.
10 games under your belt here. How do you feel like your play has been since you started here?
Pretty good. Just trying to stay consistent, I guess, is the biggest thing. I thought I started off well and keep playing well. That's really it. Yeah.
How frustrating is it to double them up in shots and still fall short?
For sure, it's frustrating. We had a lot of chances. I guess we just couldn't find the back of the net today.
Is it a matter of, excuse me, high quality versus low quality shots, or just their goalie was on, or what would you say? is the difference?
We had a lot of high-quality shots, and I guess their goalie was on today. Some of them, we just missed. Some of them, he made big saves. So I guess it was just one of those nights.
How about playing with Zadina? Tell me what you know about him.
He's a great skater, super skilled, obviously. He's got the potential to be a great player down the road. And, it's fun playing with him. He's got a really good shot too, so anytime I can get him the puck, that's what I'm going to do.
No, I thought we played in spurts pretty solid. I liked our energy early. One of our focuses was getting off to a good start. I thought we did that, and then we just didn't capitalize enough on our opportunities that we generated.
How is this game, knowing that you're going out on the road for 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, it was important. We talked about that before the game, that we're not going to have another home game till March 29th, I believe. So, it's a tough, long road trip that we're going on. But again, sometimes these road trips can be good for team building. So, we're looking forward to the next game in Milwaukee tomorrow night, and then from there we'll go down to Texas for 4 games, and then over to Iowa. So, it's game by game, and every game's a big game at this point. So, we have to realize that there are a lot of teams fighting for their lives for playoffs, and it doesn't matter if we're in right now, that could change in a week and a half.
Where are you guys right now going into the road trip? I mean, quick assessment, how do you feel about it?
I think we're playing very well in spurts. I think we're getting contributions from a lot of different people at different times. But I think with any good team, it's got to be consistent on a more consistent basis. But again, we've had success. We've had a lot of success from different people, so that's going to be huge coming down the line. We're not panicked by any means, but we just have to recognize the urgency and know that there are a lot of teams that still have a hope to make playoffs, and so they're going to be coming at us hard every game.
Is there a particular deficiency that worries you when you play on the road? You're much better at home. You have a very good record at home.
We got a fantastic record at home.
Average on the road.
Yeah, we're 1 game below 500, but you know what, Pete, if you look closely at the league standings, and I didn't look this morning, but there are only 13, 14 teams in the entire league that have a winning record on the road this year. So I don't know if it's an anomaly of this year or if that's something obviously we want to correct, but we obviously have to tighten that up, and we got to be better than below 500 on the road.
Is there any particular area that you don't play well in when you're on the road?
No, I don't think there's any correlation between one particular aspect at home, on the road. Again, it's just consistency, making sure that we're managing our game as best we can, and on the road it's managing your time away from the rink and making sure that you're taking care of yourselves, because you don't have the comforts that you have at home, and you don't have control of some things at home.
What have you seen from Dennis now he's got 10 games under his belt down here?
Inconsistent. No different than a lot of guys. He was sent down here to work on his defending, and he's got to focus on being harder to play against and ending plays quicker and being more assertive in the defensive zone. So, until he does that on a more consistent basis, that's going to be his calling card to get back up. So he's got to really focus on that, really hunker down.
Zadina having Filip back, what's he mean to the team? How do you see him differently than when he was here before?
I don't think you view him any differently. I mean, he's the same player he was 2 weeks ago, in my opinion. It's good for him to get an opportunity to go up top and see what the NHL is all about. And I think when you get a taste of it, I think it makes you hungry for more, and I think that he'll be hungry for more. But again, he's got to understand that he can't just come down. He's not a locked shoe-in to make the Detroit Red Wings next year. So there's a lot of young people that are going to be pushing for jobs next year. So he's got to come down here and he's got to dominate. He's got to make sure that he picked up right where he left off and make sure that he's an offensively threatening player, but at the same time be responsible defensively and away from the puck, which he was before.